Hello everyone, Lynsie McKeown here. So we're going to do a meditation around the breath. So the breath is really incredibly important in terms of yoga, but also in terms of life, because actually breath is life. If we're not able to breathe fully and efficiently, then it affects everything. It affects our physiology, it affects our mental and our emotional health. So, but if you understand the way the lungs work, the lungs actually don't do the breathing for you. It's the muscles of the respiratory system that actually help the oxygen move into the lungs and CO2 to move out of the lungs. So it helps the lungs actually do their job. But if these muscles are really super tight, then the breath is going to be inefficient. So we're going to do two things. We're just going to do a little bit of movement, one, to start to open up those muscles, those respiratory muscles, and also just to make it more comfortable for us when we do sit in a meditation. So first of all, find your comfortable seat. You can do this in a chair. I'm sitting on the floor with my legs crossed. You can sit on your shins, or you can, it would be a little bit difficult to lean against the wall today for this, but if you need to, you can adapt. Okay, so let's first sit up nice and tall. The most important thing is to have the head over the pelvis. Close the eyes, take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale through the mouth. And before we begin moving, we close the eyes, we center, we set our intention, and the intention for this one is just to become more aware of how we breathe. Because there is no direct connection between the body and the mind. There's an intermediary connection, which is the breath. So the breath links the body and the mind so that we can have this more fluid connection with the health of our body, the health of our mind. And so take another breath in. And then exhale through the mouth. And then go ahead and open the eyes. And we're just going to do a little bit of movements. First of all, we're going to take the arms up overhead, breathing in. And then we're going to exhale, lean up and over to the left. And as you do this, keep the shoulders stacking, a little bit of a spin of the chest towards the ceiling. So what we're doing is we're isolating the muscles of the side body. More specifically, those muscles between the ribs, the intercostals, which are our respiratory muscles. And we're just going to breathe in and out through the nose and seeing if you can take a deeper breath in and out. And you're going to feel perhaps that you have a little bit more space, physical space to breathe in. And then we're going to inhale, come up, and then we're just going to go up and over to the other side. And you can, of course, stay as long as you want in the stretch. We're going to keep it pretty short today. And as you move up to this side, then you're going to isolate the breath to that left lung, breathing in and out, just trying to let the breath be as rhythmic and smooth as possible. Most of us isolate our breath to the upper thoracic or chest region, and that's not a really efficient breath. So we want to learn how to breathe more efficiently. Inhale, come up to center. Okay, now from here, we're going to take the arms up overhead. Inhale. And then as you exhale, take the arms into goalie arms. Hold here, breathe in, draw the elbows back. And then we're just going to exhale. We're going to round the back and pull the elbows in. Okay, so there's a little bit of a drawing of the navel in. And then we're going to inhale, open up. Chest lifts. So we're stretching the front body here. And then when you exhale and bring the elbows in, it's like you're stretching the back body, but you're also squeezing the elbows so you feel this contraction of the pectoral muscles. And then you're going to inhale, open it up. Still breathing in and out through the nose if possible. Let's do two more. Inhale. So we're doing a little bit of spinal flexion and extension here. Last one. Okay, and then relax the hands down. Okay, let's take the left hand behind you. Right hand comes to your knee. Breathe in, lift up nice and tall. And we're just going to exhale, come a little bit deeper into a twist. You don't have to go super deep. We're just trying to get some rotation in the spine. So we're hitting all the movements of the spine because the spine is incredibly important in our meditation. We want to have this upright spine so energy can flow freely from root to crown and crown to root, depending on the meditation that you're doing. And then let's go to the other side. And then also just simply, if you're uncomfortable in a seated meditation, it's really hard to focus on anything else but the discomfort you're feeling. So a few movements can allow us to sit more comfortably and for a longer period of time. Now let's come back to center. Now let's not forget about the neck, because the neck is part of our spine, right? So let's breathe in here and then drop your left ear down towards your shoulder. Okay, and then take a couple breaths here and just feel this opening of the muscles, the side of the neck, because they are respiratory muscles as well. Okay, you can stay here as long as you like. You'll probably find that this feels really good. And then inhale, come back up to center. And then exhale, come over to the other side. And then relax your shoulder. Relax the jaw, but keep the breath even and full. So we're already starting to cultivate breath awareness here. Okay, and then inhale, come up. Okay. And then from here, we're just going to turn the head, looking over your left shoulder. Finding that rotation. A couple breaths here. And then let's come back to center. And then turn your head the other way. Now, as you come back to center here, we don't do a lot of like spinal flexion and extension for the neck. We're not going to throw the head back, but if you like, you can draw the chin down to your chest and feel this lengthening of the muscles at the back of the neck, and then just gently lift the chin. And exhaling, chin comes to the chest, collarbones are still lifting, and then inhale, look up, and exhale. Okay, and so if you need to do any additional movements to feel comfortable in your seat, I like to pull the flesh away from my sits bones so I feel a bit more connected to my seat. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's breathe in, open the mouth and exhale, soften. Eyes are closed or softly downcast. And let's go ahead and continue to breathe in and out a deeper, fuller breath. So we're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And as you do this, just sense that when you breathe in, the belly softens. And when you breathe out, the belly hugs towards the spine. And we're not trying to over-exaggerate this movement, but we're just breathing in, aware of how, when we take a deeper, fuller breath, that the belly is going to move. And that when we breathe out, the abdominals of the belly are going to support us in pressing all the breath out of the lungs. And we'll take a couple more rounds like this. Let's count 5 rounds. With the intention to make each breath, each consecutive breath more even and more smooth. And sensing the inhale, drawing in ease and a sense of renewal, vital energy moving in with the inhale. And with the exhale, there's a sense of release, like a letting go of the old, a letting go of gripping, a letting go of resistance or tension. And then relax the breath completely. Just let it come into a natural rhythm. Breathing in and out through the nose. and simply bring awareness to the tip of your nose. And when you breathe in, feel the sensation of that inhale moving through the nostrils across the sinus passages. And maybe there's even a sense of sensation moving towards the middle of the brain. And then when you exhale, awareness descends and you can sense the breath leaving through the sinus passages, nasal to the tip of the nose. So breathing in, breath and awareness rise through the nose, sinuses. Maybe you sense sensation rising to the middle of the brain, and then when you exhale, awareness and breath descend back to the tip of the nose. And the body remains relaxed, spine remains upright. And we keep our awareness on the flow of the breath. Still perceiving that unique quality of the in-breath, bringing in ease and vitality. And the unique qualities of the exhale, removing any tension or resistance, any gripping. We're just going to stay here for just a few more minutes. But there's no sense of rush or urgency. And the longer that we stay with the breath, the more we can sense this merging of the mind on the flow of the breath. The mind just becomes absorbed in the inhale and the exhale. The breath is like a wave that just smooths out all the fluctuations of the mind. It absorbs all the distractions. The mind can relax and let go and just flow with the breath. And the more that the mind can absorb itself into the breath and relax, the more calm and relaxed we feel in our bodies. The more calm and relaxed we feel in our emotions. Body, mind, emotions relax into the flow of the breath. And we'll take about another 5 rounds of breath.